Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I just wanted to do a really quick and easy get ready with me. This is kind of what I do every Friday for work. I don't do this every day. I work in retail, and right now with everything going on with, the virus and everything, having to wear the masks, I try really hard to not wear any makeup because it just makes my acne worse. I'm going through a lot of emotional stress right now, so breaking out everywhere. But Friday and Saturday are really the days that I dress up a little bit more, try a little more, look a little better. So today is Friday, so that's what we're gonna do. It's really not gonna be a lot at all, but yeah. So first thing I'm gonna do is do a priming mist, and this is the Lancome Rose Mist Milk. It has a hyaluronic acid in it, rose water, etc. It's not my favorite primer water that I've used ever. I don't think it's all that great, and I usually love Lancome products, but it's okay. I'm just trying to use it up. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is my eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to use the Clinique Touch Base for Eyes in Nude Rose. This looks like that. And just gently put it on my lids. All right, perfect. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is go into my eyeshadow, obviously. So I'm going to use the Tartelette palette, kind of an oldie but a goodie. And then the color that I usually go with, it's been my go-to, is the color Best Friend right here. And it's kind of just like a mauve-y color, and I really, really love it for this time of year, fall and whatnot. And I'm just going to focus that on the outer corner of my eye and take it into my crease. This is going to be such an easy look, but it kind of gives you the smoky effect and whatnot, and I really like that. And obviously I did not take too much, I just took a little bit, just so it's not like super in your face, because I do want to be able to blend it out. And then I don't know if you can see, as I'm blending it out, I am moving it towards the inner corner of my eye a little bit. And then later when I do my foundation, I'm going to make it into more of like a wing rather than the rounded bit. So that's why I do my eyes first, is I can kind of fix it and make it look like I want it to look with the foundation. And I'm just doing the same to the other eye. Okay. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with another, whoops, that moved. My bad. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with another primer. Now this is the Smashbox plus the Hood Witch. I always, ever since I bought this, I had wanted to go and find her on YouTube, but I never did. But anyway, it's the Photo Finish Crystallized Primer. So you guys know that the Smashbox primer is the primer and moisturizer in one. And I'm just going to put that on my face. This is also, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it's not my favorite. I think it's not, I prefer like a sticky primer. I want it to feel like sticky. And if you know makeup, if you like makeup, you know what I mean. This doesn't really. So if you guys don't want like that thick feeling on your face, I think you would really like it. But anywho's, my stuff is all over the place right now because this room is a mess. But anyway, so the next thing that I do, Normally Fridays I wouldn't do this, but if you guys want to go like an extra step, I'll tell you, because I would usually do this Saturdays. But anyway, next thing I would do is grab like a shiny sparkly color, and I'll either go into an eyeshadow, but most of the time, just lately because I am lazy, I will go into my Anastasia and Nicole Guerrero a highlighting palette. And for my eyes, as you can see, I love this palette. For my eyes, I use this color down here because I'm never going to use it on my face because, as you can see, I'm very pale, but it's a color 143. Now, I don't think I'm going to do that today. I'll see how I feel at the end, but that's usually the next step that I take. And yeah. So then I'm going to go in with my foundation, and I'm going to use Lancome. Previously, I have used this Fenty Beauty foundation. I forget what it's called. This one. I hate this. This was this the first? No, I've used like her lip stuff and everything, and I love that. This foundation I hate. This is like the second foundation she came out with, I think. I never tried the first one, but I hated this. It would not stay on my face. It was not okay. But anyway, I have used Tint Idol Ultra before a really long time ago, so let's see if I like it again. And then what I do with this is I just put a little bit on my brush. I try not to do a lot because, again, I just do like 2 pumps. I am wearing a mask and there's not really a big point to it, but yeah. Okay, so that's what I do. I dab it all over my face, and then I go in and I really buff it out. And you can use whatever you want to, obviously, but I prefer brushes over beauty blenders. That might make me weird, but... And I'm not going to use a concealer, because I've been kind of getting away from makeup lately. So I've been doing as little as I can. So I'm just putting my foundation under my eyes. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, other cheek. And obviously you want to be careful under the eyes and everything. You know, you don't want to pull it. I know I am, but it does cause wrinkles. You know, you can't deny that. And then for my chin, I like to go in and dab. And then blend it in. Now this foundation is a full coverage foundation. So like the Fenty Beauty one, I really didn't feel like it was, so I had to like go in extra. Because I do, as I said, I have some breakouts and it's really annoying. Because they hurt. Not because they're breakouts, it's just annoying because they hurt. And I like wear glasses and I wear the mask and it gets sweaty and it's just... all I feel is pain. It also really, really washed me out. And like this Lancome foundation, it's giving me a little bit of color. I tried to get like a light neutral color because obviously, again, I'm very light and white, but yeah. Okay. I'm just dragging it down my neck to kind of blend it out. And that's that. And then I am going to powder. So, again, everything's on the floor because my space is a mess, but it's okay. I'm going to use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Powder Foundation Concealer. Yeah. And this is in 0.05 Breeze. So it's just supposed to be really light. It looks like it has a little more color to it, but it's okay. And then with my powder, I never go in and like buff. I tap my powder. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but like in my head, and I've done this for years, in my head, if I go in and I buff it out, I'm just moving the foundation that I just put on. You know what I mean? moving it around. I don't want to move it around. I just want to set it. Maybe that's wrong, but that's just how I've done it. Okay. I used to always have really, really, really oily skin, and the older I got, the drier I got. And with fall and winter time coming up, my face is drier. Always coffee. My face is drier, so yeah. Okay, and so next, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of, what's this called? What is this called? Bronzer. What? Okay, bronzer, and I'm using the Tarteist Contour Palette. Again, kind of an oldie. I'm trying to use up all my older stuff. But the color I'm using is 3 and 4. I'll really only use this on Fridays. Saturdays, I will use the darker color too. I'll probably, the next video I upload is probably going to be like a Saturday get ready with me. So you guys are going to see all that, but anywho, so right there. And I'm not necessarily trying to like contour, I'm just trying to get a little extra color into my face. Under the chin to try and get rid of that little double chin look. Under the lip for a little poutier effect. I don't go crazy on my nose contouring, but just a little bit helps. And again, like I said, this is just my everyday makeup, so I'm not gonna go crazy. It's just for work, you know? And then on my forehead, okay. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is my eyebrows. So I go in, this is my favorite eyebrow brush ever. It's by Morphe. Okay, this isn't my favorite brush ever. My favorite brush ever is the Anastasia brush that looks exactly like this. But this is my second favorite because I thought this was the Anastasia brush, but I must have already used it. Anyway, they're both really good. I love when it comes with this. I love the spoolie, and then the tip is also like really, really nice and thin, and I love that. So what I do lately, this is not what I've always done, but lately I go in and I spoolie my eyebrows and I kind of brush my brow hairs up. And then I'm gonna go back in with my Tarte Lip palette, and the color that I've been using for my brows is this one up here called Multitasker. And I will just dip my brush into there. And then I start kind of in the middle of my brow at the bottom section. I kind of outline it. And I really like the shape that my eyebrows are in now. They're not overplucked. They're a little bit crazy, but I like that. Obviously, the like thick brows are in right now. And I also go at the very top from the middle and I outline it. And I try and make them like a smidge longer than they are. And I go a little more, and then I will just take the color from the bottom and fill it in. I love thick, dark eyebrows. I love them. If you don't, that's totally fine. I think, and I've said this 10 million times to like people I know and everything, but I think my biggest pet peeve with makeup of all time, ever, is that they don't fill in their eyebrows, and it's so important. It just frames your face. It completely like transforms your look and everything. I mean, to each their own. I just think, it helps so much. Okay. So there we have that. And then I go back in with my spoolie and I brush it out. And doing this, going back in with my spoolie and brushing it out, it helps take some of that extra color off. and just kind of make it a little better. And you can still see like my brush hairs, like they're a little bit all over the place by the end of the day, but the color hasn't come off and it just looks nice and natural, and that's what I really like about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the next one. I'm not gonna talk too much throughout it, but yeah, here we go. And then obviously, I mean, I don't know how into makeup you guys are or whatever, but obviously my brows don't ever look the same. Sometimes they look really similar, sometimes they don't look anything alike, and it just kind of depends on the effort that I want to put into them that day. Whether I want to try and make them at least look like sisters, not like cousins, but never twins. And there we go. I've been heavily contemplating on getting my eyebrows just dyed. I don't want to do like microblading or anything just because like, man, I can dye them at home by myself. But then I don't have to do this like every single day, because on a normal day-to-day basis, all I do is my eyebrows and my eyelashes, and then I go. Done with my coffee, and it's always such a sad time. Okay, and next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with an eyeliner. This is the Lancome Crayon Contour Eyeliner Pencil in Black Coffee. It's just a dark brown. And this is what I am going to do. Again, I'm not going to go too crazy with it. I'm just going to take it and line the top of my lashes, underneath my lashes, and my waterline. You guys do as you will, but that's just what I do because I love the effect that it gives my eyes and my eyelashes. Again, I like the smokier effect, and if you put it underneath your lashes, like on the top underneath, it kind of gives the illusion that your lashes are a little bit thicker, which I like. So try and make sure you guys see. And I literally, like, I don't spend a ton of time on this, but my eyes are a little bit downturned. You can see, like, this one especially more so. It just like goes down. So what I try to do, depending on the day, I will either do a little bit of a wing with the pencil, or I'll just make sure that this side is like lifted a little more, which I think I'll do today. And God, doing my brows is so much easier than my eyeliner. I hope you guys saw how I did that. I don't know how else to explain it, but here we go. okay? Okay, so that's what I do. And then the last thing that I'll do, and so obviously this video is like 20 minutes long. I usually get this done in like 10 to 15 minutes if I'm just like going with the flow and not talking. So this is not a long process at all. But anywho's, I'm going to curl my eyelashes. And I think this is like a Tarte one that I got. I have to clean, obviously. It's gross. Okay. And then the mascara I'm going to use is the Benefit Their Real Mascara. I really like this. I love how it separates my lashes. It lengthens them. And depending on the day, again, I'll do 1 or 2 coats. I don't go crazy with it because then it sucks to take it off, you know? It sucks to take off anyway, so. But it is important to take it off, as we all should know. Mascara is such a crazy thing. It just transforms your look. I guess all of it really does, but. I think I'm going to do 1 more coat just for the heck of it. Okay, and then another step that I don't know why I take, but I do, is lips. So I have all of my lip products in like a little thing, and I'm trying to go through and like determine which ones are bad or whatnot. But today I'm going to use the Too Faced Melted Chocolate Liquefied Long, this thing came out forever ago, but I love it. I think it's so cool. I don't want too much, and this is a really dark color. It just makes me feel better, you know, even though really no one is gonna see it. It's okay, right? Okay. There we go. Very fall and whatnot. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's just a really simple way to get a fuller coverage look. You look like you put some effort into it, but it's really easy. Again, like I said, this takes me like 10 to 15 minutes if I'm not talking. So if you guys enjoyed that, if you did, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again very soon in a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.